Hi everyone. Welcome to the fourth of four installments in our confidence series. And today in the video, I'm just going to tell you a couple of things that are new concepts that I discuss in this week's post. You can also see in the post just a recap of the tools that you have at your disposal for generating confidence. And you'll see that towards the end of the post. But to kick us off, what I want to talk about are the new concepts that I'm introducing this week, because I really want you to hear these. One is I want you to think about what you choose to think about yourself and whether or not those thoughts really make you feel powerful and bring your best self to your life, right? Because we get to choose what we think about us. And you'll see at the beginning of this post that I've given you some of the thoughts that I choose to think about myself. I am amazing. I am smart. I am funny. I am so confident. And I know that that is true about me. And when I work on these really clear, confidence-generating thoughts with clients and just with people in general, I sometimes get the objection that thinking that way about ourselves, right, that I get the objection, if I think that way about myself, I am going to become super egotistical and I'm going to show up in a way, right, that other people deem as arrogant or self-absorbed, and that's the objection that I hear. And I just want you to question that for a moment. If you are one of those people, or if you're not, if you're just, you have a slight inkling of that, or you think good thoughts about yourself, but you're not willing to go to the place where you believe that you're truly amazing, let's talk about the difference between arrogance and confidence. Arrogance is scarce. Arrogance believes that if I think I'm great, it diminishes your greatness. Arrogance believes that greatness is a finite resource, that there is only so much to go around, and that when someone has it, by definition, other people have less of it. That's what scarcity is. Scarcity believes that any resource is finite, and that when I have some, I leave less. Confidence, true confidence, is abundant and inclusive. So true confidence says, I'm great, and totally so are you. We're all great. That doesn't mean that I shouldn't believe that I'm great, because of course I should. We're all great, and my greatness does not diminish your greatness. Your greatness does not diminish mine. And I just want you to feel that difference. Because we think that if we believe things like I'm so amazing, all of a sudden we're just going to become jerks to everyone else. No. What if you believed you were amazing and you also believed that everyone else was amazing? How would that open up the way that you approach things? I just want you to consider that. Because arrogance and confidence are not the same thing, but we conflate them all of the time. And we think that if we believe great things about ourselves, all of a sudden we will just randomly turn into a person that we don't recognize and don't like. That is not true. It's just not true. If there's enough room for you to believe that multiple people in your life are great, there's room for you to believe that you're one of those people. So I just want you to consider that. The other new thought that I introduce in this post that I want to really just underline for you here is when we're examining our thoughts, I want you to think about something that you hear me say a lot is decide whether or not this thought serves you. And I want to underscore part of what this means. So we all get really attached to our thoughts in a way where we think that they're truth. This happens to all of us. Sometimes it's situational, sometimes it's, it doesn't really matter. We all have things that we think our thoughts are true, and we don't recognize them for what they are, which are optional interpretations of reality. And sometimes we have a really hard time letting go of a thought because it feels so true to us. So we might think a thought like, I've never landed or we've never landed a client this big before. And that feels true because mathematically it's true, because we can look back on history and say, that's totally true. We never have. We've never gone to a pitch that was for a $10,000 project, for a $50,000 project. for a $1 million project. We've never done that before. We've never pitched something where we would be working with 60 members of the team at once. We've never pitched something where the CEO was in the room. Whatever it is, I'm just using a pitch because it's so easy to pull up so many mathematical examples for that. And that thought feels really true. And we're like, but it's just true. It's not about whether or not it serves me. It is just the truth of reality. But here's what I want to ask you. That may be true mathematically. But is it useful? When you think that thought, how does it feel? When you think that thought, how does that feeling drive action for you? And what result do you think you will get from continuing to think that way? And if that result is not serving you, is not what you want, I want you to consider that even if that thought is mathematically and historically true, that there might be a thought that actually serves you more, that is more useful to you. And I've given you a list in the post of several thoughts you could think and then explore what result those bring. But we've never done this, right? Emphasizes is a thought or a truth that emphasizes a lack. What about a thought that's, this is an amazing opportunity. This will level us up. This will add something to our tool belt. Whatever it is, a thought that is equally true but brings you closer to the result that you want is always more useful, always more powerful. So whether that's a thought about a situation or a thought about yourself, since we're wrapping up our confidence series, what you think about yourself matters. It matters so much. And I want you to think hard about whether your thoughts are useful to you and not think of them as absolute truths, because that will bring you so much farther in having the effect that you want on the planet, in serving the people that you love and want to serve. And that is what we want for you. I'll see you later. Enjoy, team.